Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and we are back yet again for another Pokemon Violet live stream here on the channel. Right now, what I'm going to do is, before I get into the full intro, hello to Mr. Sharkbite, greetings to the live stream. I am going to start racing back towards where I came from. Let me just throw a marker on my map just to get... you know what? I can just follow the road. I think I'm smart enough to do that. Get items along the way, too. So if you're excited for another day or another episode of Pokemon Violet Adventuring, I'm already messed up. I can follow the road. I'm not dumb. Is that what I just said? Oops. Hit that like button down below to show your excitement, because I believe today may finally be the day that I finally add another member to our team after all this time. As I hit rocks, grab items. If you have missed any episodes of this playthrough along the way, of course, feel free to check the link in the description to the full playlist to get caught up on all the adventures thus far and to not miss out on future episodes as they occur. Subscribe to our channel or join as a channel member to get extra perks, and just hit that bell button to notify yourself when the new videos and streams are going to be coming your way. Speaking of coming my way, picked up a Stardust. Excellent. Good cash money. You know what? Do I want to grab items? I kind of want to focus on just getting to where I'm going. And to where that is this tree. Oops, not that tree. That's not even a tree, Professor. It's this tree. It says I'm supposed to be able to knock Pokemon down. I'm not knocking any Pokemon down. This game's a lie. I want some cake now. Anyways. Oh, I just choked. We're off to a great start today. And I ran over a big old fat kid. I mean, Makuhita. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna run away from that. Hello to Mel the Mel. You've never watched me, you just want to see a live stream. Oh, sounds good. You're gonna see, hopefully, some Pokemon hunting and catching today. Because, actually, I didn't do a team recap yet. Let's do that right now. I can't take it a choke. Do you ever have just, you know, something go down the wrong pipe? Happens to me sometimes, and it did just now. Alright, so leading the pack right now is our recently evolved Smithers, the Tinkatuff. Fairy Steel type, of course, Terra type being Steel. She is level 24, holding the leftovers. She has a mild nature. The moveset is Metal Claw, Rock Smash, Thunder Wave, and Protect. No, it ain't. I'm going to switch that up right now. What do I want to give her? Draining Kiss, because that can heal back. Obviously, physical attack is better than special, but as soon as we can get a fairy-type physical move, I think we'll be good there. Hello to Storlax321, welcome to the live stream, and thank you for subbing, Mel the Mel. Hopefully you will appreciate and enjoy the content on the channel. So we got Metal Claw, Draining Kiss, Thunder Wave, Protect. Next up is our starting Pokemon, Skydive, our Quaxwell, Water-type, Terra-type right there. Holding the Wise Glasses. Did I say she's holding leftovers? She's holding leftovers. Holding Wise Glasses, because his physical is obviously, well, you'll see, better than special, so that should balance things out at least a bit. He is a partner of mine, a mark for a friendly Pokemon. He is level 26, quiet-natured, with Aqua Cutter, Low Sweep, Aerial Ace, and Protect. There we go. I still like how we can get advice from our own Pokemon. Alright, there we go. And I think that covers it. And of course, he's got the Torrent ability, which all natural water types tend to have. Thank you, I'm glad you liked the hat. Please call me Mel, you say. And am I good at this game? Well, let me show you something. So I'm doing this kind of Nuzlocke-y, where Pokemon... they can only take a certain number of injuries, what I call them, you know. Generally in a Nuzlocke, when a Pokemon gets knocked out, they're gone for good. So what I'm doing is, see the markings down the bottom? Right here? Every time they get knocked out, I give them an injury. So, injury there. But then when they get up again, I take that, or I heal that injury. But if they ever max out at 6 and faint one more time, I'm putting them away. But every time I complete one of our... stop it! One of our overworld assignments, like a Titan battle, or a gym battle, or Team Starbase, I'm going to heal one of the injuries from one of my Pokemon to keep them in the game a little bit longer for me. So right now, since both of our Pokemon have, I think, 4 injuries right now, and that's not great, I do need to add another team member to kind of take some hits, let's say, but also allow us to take on a Team Star base, because we need at least 3 team members, sorry guys, to be able to take on the Team Star base. I wanted to way back in the day, and then I was kicked out saying, oh, you're too weak. But we're going to change things. Right? What was that? I accidentally jumped backwards. You're just chilling? Me too, basically. I'm trying to go and get myself a new member to kind of help our, type weaknesses, let's say. The next gym we take on is going to be a grass-type gym, which means I want something that can handle grass-type Pokemon. And although we do have a steel-type in our Tinkatuff, which does resist grass, I'm hoping to find something a little more, like, say, super effective against grass types. And I want to do something here. Never mind, I did it. I think, see these towers? I believe if I visit those become fly locations for me. Where's the road? It's over here. But is this the right way? That's taking me back. I'm taking it back by taking that back route. But yeah, these towers, if I go visit them, they will allow me to fly there, I think. Anyway, pretty sure. How long have I been doing YouTube? Well, I've technically had my channel for, I should say account, not so much channel, but I don't know, maybe 10 years or so. As far as actually actively uploading, it's been about 5, maybe 6 years now. Only level 8, we're gonna let you go. You can go ahead and do your stuff, Starly. I forget when my first upload, my regular uploads were, when they started, but a while ago. Just a grass type. I think we already got a Kriktot anyways. Plus, we're in the business of looking for a specific Pokemon. Hello, Unknown Spike. Welcome back to the channel once again. I'm gonna run some people down by accident. We are on the hunt for a new Pokemon for the team. We're heading back towards the Team Star base, not just because that is where, my next goal is to tackle, but because the Pokemon I'm looking for does frequent that area. I'm also going to make a picnic meal, one of my sandwiches, to give me the encounter power to find more of the Pokemon in question. It's a long time, says Mel. I guess it is, yeah. Like, it doesn't feel like that. I mean, when I think about all the different stuff I've uploaded on the channel, I initially started the channel, well, basically, if you've heard of the YouTuber known as Markiplier. Now, I've said this many times. You weren't even near me! Leave me alone. He was like 5 miles away. Markiplier, watching his videos is what inspired me to think, I want to start uploading stuff myself, because watching, well, I first caught onto his channel when my nephews, back in the day, were talking about, I think it was back before Five Nights at Freddy's 2 came out, or was it was about to come out, and they were all, like, my nephews were just talking like crazy about this Five Nights at Freddy's thing, and I'm like, I don't know what this is. So I thought, to finally understand what they're talking about, let me look it up and see what this game is. So it just so happened that, well, I guess it wouldn't have just so happened. I think Markiplier's videos were like the most popular, and so he's the channel that I started watching Five Nights at Freddy's on. But then I kind of liked his entertainment style, so I started watching more of his content, and I eventually became a fan of his. And I was watching this one game that he played. Oh, thanks. Glad you like my motorcycle. It's also a Pokemon. Whoops, wrong button. So Markiplier would have people make games of him for him. And one of the games he played in that style showed like a little photo gallery at the end where it was showing all like the highlights of, oh, we hit 10,000 subscribers this day, and looking back this past week, we made money for this charity, and, just, it was showing step by step how his channel had built up over time. And he actually got kind of like teary-eyed about it, a little choked up, because he was flattered and honored that he had such a build-up. And I thought, knowing that like all the good stuff he did, all the charity work and all the positivity he brought, I was like, I want to see if I can do that as well. So I thought, let me just start a channel, and I don't know what really can I put forth out there. Like, what do I know enough about? Get off my Pokemon. Excuse me. And back in the day, at that point, the thing that I felt I had the most content to put out there related to the Pokemon trading card game. So, because I volunteer at a Pokemon League here in my town as one of the professors, hence the channel name Professor Chaz. And I thought, okay, let's start with that. So for quite a while, I was doing mostly Pokemon card stuff. Like once a week, I would do a video. Long story short, over time it evolved into more broader stuff, like video games, for example. Oh, you think you might be joining the streams regularly? Awesome. Glad to hear it. As long as you enjoy it, that's the important thing. Hello to Sailor Pika as well. And I think I said hi to... Did I say hi to Snorlax? If not, hi. Your Palmy got knocked out 2 times in a raid after online it evolved. Oh, there you go. At least, hopefully... I know, we didn't get you any experience, did we? We don't gain experience from raids. But I'm glad to hear it evolved at least. Anyway, yeah, long story short, nowadays... I'm doing still Pokemon stuff, but there's other stuff on the channel. Like I'm currently working on editing and then getting back to Sonic Frontiers, doing that playthrough on the channel. I still have to finish Pokemon Shield also, and I want to get back to doing some of the Pikmin games because Pikmin 4 is coming out next year at some point. Also, a big one, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I still got to finish that. I'm going to finish it closer to the time the sequel comes out next year, because it makes kind of more sense to lead us back into the world of Hyrule and then jump to the next adventure there. So I got a lot of stuff coming up here on the channel, but for now I've got to make me a sandwich, and I think I'm going to make a pickle sandwich. Thank you, Mel, I appreciate that, saying that my videos are amazing. Okay, so I want a fire type Pokemon, and this pickle sandwich gives me encounter power fire, but it also gives me teensy power fighting, and I like the idea that if we happen upon a fighting type that may be shiny, I like the thought that maybe we'll get a tiny one. I wanted to see if I had teensy power for fire or ground, and that's what I'm going for, but no such luck. Let's make us a pickle sandwich. Let's use the VV pick. We haven't used this one yet. Alright, so let's... I mean, how do you mess up a pickle sandwich? It's just 3 pickles. There's no way this gets ruined. Am I right? I missed it. You know, if I was actually going to make a pickle sandwich, I would want more than just 3 pickles. Call me picky, but I like pickles. And there's our sandwich. Is it going to be another Scooby-Doo sandwich? Not quite. I want to get the specific power up. I've been actually doing a little bit of testing with the sandwiches, though, and I think basic ham as the only ingredient guarantees encounter power ground. I'm not sure how every other kind of ingredient fits together. I'm sure there's probably guides online to look for, but... Oh, it's very tart, but I like it. So for the next half hour, we get fire encounters increased, and tiny fighting types. And we can catch ghosts better, too. Alright, so that is our... Oops. Let's pack up our picnic. And we've got slight experience. And that is going to be our bonus for the next half hour. So we're looking for a fire type. And that kind of fire type, I think what I want to do is I'll basically encounter every fire type I find. And it's going to be Numel. I want to add a Numel to the team. My overall Pokemon collection from way back when... you know what? I should actually switch Pokemon. I'm going to lead with our Quaxwell here. But yes, I remember the Scooby-Doo sandwich. I like how it was posted by Sailor Pika in the Discord server as well. Nice, what do you call it? Commemoration of prosperity or something like that? I don't even know if I'm using words right. But anyways, as far as my overall collection of Pokemon goes... Oh, critical hit! Good job! I praise you for that. We have a lot of rock weaknesses, because over time, I have... Oh! New move. Air Slash. Well, keep that in your pocket for now, because that's special, and you got Aerial Ace, which arguably is better right now. We got Lava from that guy? Cool. I have a lot of rock types from having a bunch of bug Pokemon, bunch of flying Pokemon, and I'm kind of wanting to add another fire type. I've only got like only 3 fire types in my overall collection, I think, which isn't a lot, and I'd like to increase that, but I don't want to add extra weaknesses to rock. So I'm looking for a Pokemon that dual type fire and another type that resists rock, which would be a ground type. Hence our hunt for Numel and our encounter power fire, allowing me to catch said Pokemon, or encounter more of them anyway. And yes, fire type for the grass gym, which we're going to take on next, but also just basically adding a Pokemon so that I can take on a Team Star base, which I don't know if I'll get to today. I might start into it, but I might actually save that for some other time, perhaps. I saw a Numel here. There you are. Now, who thinks we'll find a shiny Numel? That's a question. You know what, though? Are we actually high enough level? We don't need to fight these guys. I'm beating them up for nothing. Because if I leave the area, then come back, they will have, like, respawn. But I guess... No, I will still lead with our... How fast... Who's our fastest Pokemon? You know, I'm taking a moment to check this. Check the stats. We got a 38 speed. Okay, she's faster. So we're going to lead with her. And I'm going to encounter every Numel I see, because you never know when there's a shiny. But we don't need to knock it out. You'll try to be here for a stream tomorrow, says Mel. I do try to stream at least once every day, so there should be one. There should be a few tomorrow, actually. Hey, Dazzling Shell, greetings. Welcome to another live stream tonight as I basically wear out my Encounter Power Fire, trying to find some Numel. Just on a whim, see if there might be a shiny, but if not, once time is running out on my meal power, I'll catch a Numel. So this is going against the whole rule I usually do of 5 encounters, and I choose that one. So I figure, this is a new region, a new mechanic of meal powers. How can you tell if it's a shiny Pokemon if there's a lot of Pokemon to see? Well, that's the problem. In other games, in other generations, they would show you the sparkles as you encounter them on screen. Like Pokemon Legends Arceus, if you walk up to a shiny, it shows you the shine sparkles and it makes a sound. That doesn't happen here. So, Numel, I think, is pretty... not hard to see the difference, but in the right lighting it might be difficult. That's why I want to encounter each one, excuse me, to see if the shines or the sparkles appear in battle. But you know what? To speed this up, I do believe they're different enough looking that I shouldn't have too much trouble determining if they're shiny or not. I don't think, anyways. So let us... I'm going to do something... Excuse me, almost burp. I'm going to throw my destination here, just so I can see it on the map. And as I run past it, I'll know to start coming back to look for more Numel, because they tend to appear in this stretch of land. I think, anyways. They also appear in the desert, too. Well, that's a mistake, because I can't really go that far. But I'll check up in here. Grab whatever items I find along the way. Manky Fur. And if you guys see something that you think is a shiny, you let me know. You call that out. Because, who knows, I may actually miss it. But I think if we go... I'm going to check down past the Pokemon Center, too. There may be Numel down that way. I see us. There it is right there. Super Potion. Nice. But yeah, with the encounter part, look how many more fire types show up when you're using the encounter power. Right, they're everywhere. They're everywhere you want to be. So I guess I can take some time now while we're just doing some random searching. I can talk about, I was looking online, not looking up anything in particular, but just seeing people chat about the game, and a lot of people seem disappointed, I guess, with the graphics, the performance of this. Like, I will admit, I have noticed there's like frame rate choppiness. There's, you know, what would you call it? Pop in, pop out. The shadows can be kind of weird and stuff. So, some people are saying that the game is bad because of that, and I disagree. Like, I think the game is fine. I may be biased because I just think it's a fun game. Where's my map? I just want to get rid of my waypoint. Oops. Get rid of that. Okay. I'm using the Pokemon Center as basically my go-between here to see when do I change paths again. But anyways. Excuse me. I kind of, like... I disagree that it's a bad game. If people are into this for the graphics, I can see why they would have legitimate complaints. But I feel like I've never been the type to prioritize graphics over gameplay. And I think if a game is fun, who cares what it looks like? As long as it's playable, which this definitely is. I don't really care if it looks good or bad, really. Because just enjoy it for what it provides you, right? But again, everyone has their own different tastes and such, so if you're looking for a top-notch performance, beautiful, flawless scenery, stuff like that, you may want to look elsewhere. But this is Pokemon. It's got its core gameplay at heart. So that's kind of what you want to focus on, I guess. Okay, are we seeing any shinies? Not yet. This is going to be a lot of boring back and forth. Would I like to see some improvements? Yeah, probably. That's what I'm missing stuff in the chat. I'm trying not to like run into stuff unintentionally here. Mel says, you like how I talk to the viewers? I just noticed that now. Sadly, I wasn't talking to the viewers for quite some time. My mistake. I'll keep an eye on that Pokemon Center on the map too, so I know when to reverse course. In fact, I can do this quicker if I'm on my Pokebike. Maridon. Oh, let's see. The graphics you think are amazing, says Mel. Yeah, like, they're not bad. I mean, I could say I've seen better, but, again, if we're talking graphics, that's not really my focus. I'm more into, let's have fun with the game. I've been like that with everything, like even movies or TV shows. Like, as long as a movie or TV show is telling a decent story, let's say, I kind of take that as a priority. Because I've always talked about this. I've taught some basic comic book classes to different schools in my area, and I just give them the basics of character development, plot development, stuff like this, and I say, what to you is the most important thing in a comic book or any kind of a series? And some of them say the art, some of them say you know, various things, but anyone that says story, I say I agree with you there, because a comic or anything, TV series, let's say, can have the most impressive visuals you can think of, but if there's no real interesting story, like if the characters are bland or it's a predictable story, you've heard it many times before, are you really going to come back to it? Maybe not, but if it's a compelling story with a new kind of idea that you've never heard before, you may want to come back and check that out. And you may, you know, look aside on the artwork aspect of it because it's a compelling story. So same thing with this. Graphics can be good, graphics can be bad, but for me, as long as the game is enjoyable, then I'm happy with that. Alright, let's keep our eyes peeled for any more Numel. How much time I got left on this? I still got 20 minutes on my food power. Now, do Numel show up at night? I hope they do, because it's now night. I think they do, though. I believe I saw some here going through at evening time before. But if they don't, I believe my meal power is now useless. Hey, there's a Numel, and it's nighttime. Okay, we're good. Get away from the edge, dude. You're gonna fall. But of course, at night, the ghosts do come out. Too bad there's no Litwick in the game. At least that I'm aware of right now. Because with our fire encounter up, we could find some Litwick. But I've got a Litwick from way back in Gen 5 when they first appeared. So I'm already set for that. I didn't know what that Swablu was. I was like, what kind of color scheme is that for something? Are you an item? Yes, you are. Another potion. Nice. Just keeping a close eye on the timer as well here. But, so what do you folks think of the graphics? And Mel said the graphics look amazing. How about everyone else? What are your opinions on the graphics? And do graphics matter as much as the gameplay to you when choosing a game? And I think it also comes down to, like, the concept of series and such. Like, because a game series is as old as Pokemon has been around, it's already going to have its core base of players. And I will say, I am biased because I am a Pokemon fan. So a lot of stuff that I might criticize another game for, and not like just saying, you know, oh, this game is terrible just because of this, but to point out, like, oh, things are just popping in out of nowhere. I let that kind of stuff slide if it's a game that I like, but if it's a game I've never played before, and basically their mission is to wow me into liking the game, It's like, well, if they have performance issues like that, that is kind of a setback, let's say. But if it's a game that I like, I am 100% biased, I will say. Any more Numel around this way just yet? I know the odds are like... What was that? Like grass was flying through the sky. I know the odds are quite minimal of actually finding the shiny, but you never know. Crazier things have happened. I've caught in previous games, just by catching, you know, wild Pokemon on the fly, I've caught some pretty high stat Pokemon. Like, I don't breed for them or anything. I've caught some pretty sweet Pokemon. Back in Fire Red, a random Vulpix that I caught had amazing stats. And in Gen 6, I caught a Badoo. He evolved up all the way into Roserade eventually. And again, same deal. Very amazing stats for just a wild capture. So, the rare stuff is out there. You just gotta be patient and do your best to look for it. How are you doing down here? Are you a shiny? No. You're not as well. You could have been a shiny, but you're not. I'm just glad that they still show up during the night, too, because there are some Pokemon species that are either day only or night only, as I'm sure many trainers are well aware. And not just those from Delaware, from all over the where. But I feel like we're not going to get the shiny, but you never know until you try. At this point, thus far, again, people are probably going to want to come at me with torches and pitchforks, but I have seen 3 shiny Pokemon off screen. I have not caught them because essentially I had been, say, exploring for like an hour or something, 2 hours, just trying to like find different typings, and I didn't want to have that time saved. So I'm like, you know what? I'm sure I'll get many shinies afterwards. I've gotten plenty of shinies in the past. I'm not too hung up on that. Because a lot of times, too, the shinies that you get in the wild, like, they can have good stats, but when you're pulling from the wild, you could get really bad stats, or you can get really good ones. It's just that you're not guaranteed of having really powerful, different kind of competitive Pokemon. And if I am going to focus on getting a shiny, I kind of want to put into play the whatever methods are available to like improve the shiny odds and the stat odds. I've seen you, Bombardier, right? Yes, okay. I like to check and see if I have them on my Pokedex before leaving them be. Watch my luck. If we do find a shiny, watch it not be a Numel. I mean, I don't care either way. If it's a shiny, it's a shiny. And someone had asked me at one point, if I do find a shiny Pokemon, regardless of what it is, will I add it to my team? And I probably will. You know, because how often do you get a shiny in a standard playthrough? I mean, as I said, I could have had 3 by now. But the other thing is, too, when it comes to a region, a new region in Pokemon, it's not just what team should I make for this region, it's what team can I make in this region to help my overall collection from past generations. Because ever since the days of Gen 3, Ruby and Sapphire, they have put into practice ways to move your Pokemon forward through the generations. So I've done that ever since Sapphire was my main game, Fire Red was my Gen 1 remake game. Even as far back as on the GameCube. Was it GameCube? Yeah, with, why are you guys circling that donkey? With Pokemon, what is it, Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Even as far as back then, I've been advancing Pokemon up through the generations, and they have the ribbons to prove it, which I love. Ribbons are one of my favorite things in Pokemon because they commemorate all the adventures you've been on with your buddies. And being able to advance them through to the future is a cool thing. I was saying recently that in Gen 3, if you did really good in one of the Pokemon contests, you could get a, I think it's called the Portrait Ribbon or the Artist Ribbon, where an artist would paint a really fancy picture of your Pokemon, and they would get a ribbon for that. And you can't get that ribbon from anything else. Like, I mean, hacking, I guess, but legitimately, there's no other way to get that artist ribbon. So it's a real, for me, it's a real sign of accomplishment to be like, we made it through this generation. We were here physically, I mean digitally, but still, in theory, we were here physically in the Hoenn region, and we have the ribbons, the marks to prove that. I just like that. It just shows the age and the longevity of the Pokemon in your collection. What have I got for time left? 7:30. When I'm down to like about 5 minutes, I think I'll finally just encounter 5 Numel and just see if I get a shiny. And if not, no bigs. But I definitely want to have a fire type to add to the team. And if I have enough time after that, I might venture my way towards that Team Star base. See what's going on there. Although I should probably take some time to train up our Numel. I don't want to catch it and then just jump in and start getting injuries left and right, eh? Probably not the wisest thing to do. That's called thinking ahead. That's called using your professor brain for professorizing. I mean, any shiny would be cool. Maybe I shouldn't just be cycling non-stop. I should stop and smell the roses once in a while and see what's near. Not that I feel like it's going to make a difference, but you never know. You guys shiny? No? Even they look confused. I don't know. Are we? You guys look standard normal. Fair enough, I guess. But how cool is... I saw somebody describe this as back in the very early games, even as early as... well, even as recent as, let's say... is it Gen 9? Or Gen 8, I think? Sword and Shield? I can't even remember. That's how long it's been since I played Sword and Shield, and it's still an ongoing playthrough on the channel, but Pokemon can come out of nowhere in the tall grass. But in this game... you never get a random encounter in the grass. They say it's you who hides in the tall grass, because you can actually crouch and sneak up on the Pokemon and get a sneak attack on them. So, you've taken the role of the wild Pokemon. Like, see? I'm going to sneak up. And we got almost out of time here. Let me do one more pass down towards the Team Star base, and I'll swing back up this way, and at the end of the road, I'll pick up our Numel. And whatever nature it has, whatever stats it has, whatever random chance sends my way, that's the Pokemon that will add to our team. And I've already got the name in mind, because I've had a Numel in Pokemon Go for quite some time. Alright. Hop off. Hang on. Check you. Check, check. 1, 2, check. Okay, you Numel are fine. Your standards. This is the moment of truth. Do we find a shiny on our final pass? What do you think? Wish me good luck. Wish me shiny luck. Because I think I might need it. I'm going to check every which way. No, you're good. Ah, you're good. Ah, you guys are good. Yeah, I don't mind if I don't get a shiny, though. I'm not that... excuse me. Like I said, I found 3 off screen. If I was that into shinies, I would definitely have caught them and saved it. So I'm like... if it happens, nice. A little bonus. But it's not like my main goal. Alright, I don't think we're going to get... so let's just go up this way, and whichever one we find up on this hill, if any... there's one. Oh, there's 2... I believe you're going to be the one that I saw first. Okay, shh. Catching Pokemon. Actually, before I do this... what move can we weaken it up with? Draining Kiss, I guess, is fine. You didn't see me. You don't know what I'm doing. You're pretty numb to my approach. Stop turning. Go! Sneak attack! Alrighty. We caught it off guard. So actually, Metal Claw is also resisted. But I think I want to go with a nice lighter tap of Draining Kiss. There's other Numel walking up. What's going on up here, guys? What if a shiny walked up while I'm trying to catch this guy? I'd be like, of course, that's my luck. Alright, one more. We'll put it in the yellow. Should be good for catching. Oh, wait, we're weak against that. We're fine, I guess. You can't burn off my leftovers either, so haha. Take that. A nice little light tap from Smithers. I think we got it. Well, we gotta find it by throwing the Pokeball. Oh, that might be more... No, not quite. Incinerate's more powerful? I've been burned! Oh, wait! Smithers cured the burn just by being determined enough. I forgot they can do that when they get happy with you. What do you guys think of that concept? For those of you that have played Pokemon for many generations, do you like the fact that Pokemon can, like, cure themselves of conditions like that through just being friendly with you? I know some people say it makes the game too easy, but I look at it as, hey, I'm taking care of my Pokemon. They're my buddies. They want to reflect that connection. I'm all for it. What are you... Get out of here. Ghastly. Alright. Numel. The Num Pokemon. Was that really what it was always called? The flaming magma it stores in the hump on its back is the source of its tremendous power. We are going to nickname you. You are going to be called... not that. We're going to call you Dumpty. Dumpty has been added to the party. There we go. Alright, let's head right to that Pokemon Center. Do a heal up, and then we will check the stats and such, of our new team member. And then I think we should do some training. Let's heal up quickly. I also got to see what TMs we can teach it to. Teach him, I should say. You want to always respect the pronouns of your Pokemon. We are now a team of 3. Getting some type diversity as well here. I'm liking it. I'm liking it like a Lycanroc. Alright, let's check out Dumpty. So only level 18 for now. Terra type is pure ground. Nice. Which is actually good, because, like I said, my overall collection from all generations, I have a lot of rock weaknesses, but if I Terra type into pure ground, that's a rock resistance. So I like that. Lonely nature. That's kind of sad. With Ember, Focus Energy, Bulldoze, Incinerate. That's actually decent, though. It's an attack-boosting nature. Although, it looks like it's a mixed attacker. Oh! The ability is simple. It doubles the effect of Pokemon stat changes. So we want to do stuff. We want to... What can it know naturally? Okay, forget that. Let's see what TMs we can teach it. Just for fun. Charm, Nothing that changes your stats, sadly. We can get you Mud Slap. I'll take a look at this more off screen, and then I'll make another grocery list of which random Pokemon pieces do I gotta have to find in the wild. But I'll take a closer look at this eventually. Yeah, we got Ember. I'm gonna switch these up actually a little bit. Let's Incinerate 60 power. So let's put you at the top. We'll put Bulldoze, which is also 60. Your physical attack is better, I believe. Slightly. All right. Dumpty is now a part of our team. Alright, so where should I go to train up our new team member? Level 18, so I want to go back a little bit. In fact, I should, I'm just going to speed my way. And what I should probably do to train our team member is put you at the front. What should I give you for a held item? I wonder... Excuse me for yawning. Do we have anything good for treasures to give you? When did I get ground Terra shards? I don't remember. Must have been during our multiplayer live stream. I guess we'll give you the Quick Claw. That could come in handy. Okay. Now, did something question behind me? Was it you? Did you just steal gas from my bike? Because that's a Pokemon. Please don't steal from my Pokemon. So yeah, we're going to head back towards the Bug Gym City, where I think the level should be a little bit easier for our new member, Dumpty. I almost said Humpty. Dumpty, to get some training in. Because all these things are close to like level 18 as it is. I want to train up against something a little bit lighter. Because you don't want to overwork your new Pokemon just as soon as you get them. I love how the dash is constant until you hit something. It's so useful. Like, if I want to hit this tree, for example, and I can miss, there you go. But if I want to hit this tree, lock on target. How did I miss that? These aren't the trees you can hit, apparently. I need a thicker tree to knock Pokemon down out of. I guess I shouldn't try, but I'll try once more. Yeah! Alright, but nothing fell out. Where am I going? This is not the right way. What is this cave? Why am I going this way? I shouldn't do this. Am I making a fool of myself? What'd you say? The area up ahead is dangerous? Uh-oh. Well, let's keep Miraidon safe while I go and steal some Gimme Ghoul coins. Or one. To Alfornada, you won't make it on foot. Really? Guys, am I making a mistake? Should I not be going in here? It's too dark. That Sableye just jumped down to greet me. Okay, so we can't get up that wall, I'm guessing. So maybe I should not even be looking in this cave right now. Let's hightail it out of here. Speed break! Whoa, ghost break! Alright, we'll check that later. Apparently I took the wrong road. That's how big this game is. You don't know where you're going sometimes. I was going to grab that item. Rockruff was in the way. I don't want to get in a fight just yet. Although, our Numble is part ground. We have Bulldoze. I should actually... Maybe what... Or I don't know if I should do it off screen. I like to do everything on screen just so you guys can see my progress. What I should do at one point is take a little bit of time, convert all my excess Pokemon ingredients, or TM ingredients, into TMs and sell those to have extra cash, to go back to the main city and buy all of the held items that I can get. Because I think the more variety of held items, the better our options will be, let's say. But I also need to check later and see what Dumpty can learn. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's a bug in the way. Can you see my Nintendo Switch games? Yeah, you can actually see them. It's a very quick list to show you. We've got in order of purchase. Actually, this was purchased for me. The old Breath of the Wild. I got this Sonic Frontiers. And I've got Pokémon Violet. And that's it. Honestly, the reason I have the Switch to begin with was back in the day... Oh yeah, I put that in the front. Back in the day... to get the system I have now, the equipment to be able to live stream, I have a device called the Narvatec NJ300 capture card and streaming device. So it was a company called Narvatec that wanted me to do a highlight on their product, and they said that I can use the device, of course. And I said yes, because that's going to help me stream like modern day games. And they wanted me to start with Pokemon Legends Arceus when that came out. So I was all for it, and that's when I got my Switch. Funny, I got the Switch just a week before that game came out. Give me that. Ah, I keep missing the sparklies. But when I first got the Switch, Arceus, I don't have that. It's a digital download, but when I got the Switch, I didn't have any games for it. I wouldn't have them for a week, and I was like, that's fine. I just won't play Switch until, the game comes out. But my nephew, who really liked Breath of the Wild, he had his own copy. He bought me a copy of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I was just like, thanks, man, that's awesome. So I thought, okay, that'll at least give me something to do for the next few days or so. I started playing that game, and the first day I started playing in the daytime, I was up till like 4 in the morning playing that game. Can I knock something out of the tree? Why does nothing ever fall out of trees for me? It's mean. Are Smoliv around in the nighttime? Let's find out. Hi, Fido. But yeah, then I got Pokemon Legends Arceus. And let's just try this last tree. Or this last tree. I can't hit trees! Why am I such a good driver? But I know Combee are around here, too. Hey, there's something we can beat up. No, that's... Well, yeah. Are you guys fused together? What am I seeing? Should I leave them be? Do they need their own private time? I'm wondering, who do I hit when I throw the ball? We got the Squovit. Okay, let's fight the Squovit. Level 7. Oh, we're way too high here. Smoliv running away. It knows what's up. We're coming for you next. Alright, you know, we'll fight a few things here. Or what I'm going to do after this, I will check my TMs and stuff. See what ingredients I need to pick up. Or what I should do now is teach all the moves I can to our Numel. Awkward. Indeed, that was the situation. So yeah, let's do that right now. Let's go to the TMs here at the Pokemon Center. Oopsie. Oh, there's no fence there. I thought I had to jump the fence in the corner. Alright, switch back to the Pokemon Center, just over this way. I guess we'll do, should I do a grinding montage for these episodes? I don't know. If it's just going to be me training over and over, I probably might as well should do it. Get off the bike! Okay, let's go to the bag and let's teach every TM I can to our... Let's do it this way. To our Numel. Because what I love is you can give them back all the moves they've ever known. What if you show up in my game and a Team Rocket Balloon, says Snorlax? I might make like Perfect Cell and just shoot it out of the sky. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Not for younger viewers, but it was funny. Okay, so what would be best to teach you? You seem to be a mixed attacker, so Mud Slap, that's the same type of attack. Let's do that. And I think we have enough Wooper Slime to recreate that anyway. So yes, I'm replacing Bulldoze. The thing is, Bulldoze can be just brought right back. I like to have every Pokemon with the possibility of having Protect, so we'll do that. I'm just checking my timer here too. Endure would be good as well. Not as good if you don't have like an ability that improves your stats or anything. But if you have a held item that activates in a pinch, Endure can help with that. You could probably use Sunny Day. I'm just replacing all the moves at random here. Flash Cannon is an interesting one. Well, let's give you Rest also. I'm going to have to get so many ingredients, but that's going to be good because that'll give me Pokemon to defeat, gaining some experience while also getting the ingredients. Huh. I'm just going to do all of them. They shouldn't be too bad to recreate. So I think the next stream will be mostly me harvesting ingredients. But I do need to give Flash Cannon to our Tinkatuff as well. Because same type of attack bonus for her. And one helping hand if you don't mind. Look at all the moves. This is crazy. And now, if I go to Remember Moves, look at all the moves he has to choose from. So we definitely want to bring back Bulldoze. Yeah, physical attack is more powerful. Although Mud Slap lowering accuracy is kind of nice too. But I think Bulldoze lowering speed helps out the team also. Okay, so what else do we want to get back? I feel like Protect is a good go-to. More than Focus Energy, because, I mean, it's not ideal. Increasing your critical hit. You know what's really funny with Focus Energy? In the very first generation, I suspected this the entire time before I knew about, like, you know, before anyone really knew the coding of the game and stuff. But my suspicion is true. Apparently, it's messed up in the sense that when you use Focus Energy, it lowers your chance to get a critical hit, almost to the point of you never being able to get a critical hit. So, that's why I never used it. Like, I would have things like Machoke, Mankey or Primeape, things that have Karate Chop. They would be landing critical hits quite a lot, but when you use focus energy, they would stop you getting it, and it was wild. So, Flash Cannon, what's that good against? Ice. Well, we got Fire for that. I'm trying to think of the super effectivenesses. Fairy. We resist Fairy by being Fire type, so that's not as necessary. What else is Steel good against? It doesn't have a lot of super effectivenesses, I know that. Hello, Greg. Welcome to our stream. I'm just trying to decide what moves to give to my new Nummel on the team. Your defenses are not great. I was thinking of Rest, maybe, but... I think just for type diversity, though, I will give you Flash Cannon. Because you have it as an option. And we don't want to... I don't like to double up too much on the moves of, say, Fire type. So, there. You got yourself a decent-ish supply of moves there, Dumpty. But with that, I'm going to save my game right now, because time is up for this stream. I want to say, folks, thank you for watching today's stream. If you enjoyed it, of course, feel free to let me know by hitting that like button down below. If you want to see other streams in the future, you can, of course, subscribe to our channel or join as a member if you're not doing either of those yet. Hit that bell button, though, to get notifications when the new videos and streams are coming your way. And if you want to follow along the adventure thus far, you know what? I've never said this. I really should. Those of you who are live with me right now, you can check on my channel and check all the previous live streams. But those of you who are watching this post-stream, you should be able to find a link in the description to the full playlist of Pokémon Violet to get caught up on us, on our adventures from day one right to this point. Alright, with that, it is now time for me to roll. Thank you folks for hanging out today and watching today's episode. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I'll catch you next time.